All right, news just coming in. A high-level meeting is underway at the North Block in the national capital between the Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj and Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar. The meeting is being held to discuss the latest Pakistan provocations, including the latest ceasefire violations and the issue of the alleged Indian drone being shot down. Maha Siddiqui joins us from Vijay Chowk right across the North Block. Maha, just take us through this high-level meeting. There have been a series of meetings, we believe, as far as the Indian government is concerned since the morning. This is the latest with top ministers a part of it.
Yes, absolutely. The NSA has already been meeting people to try and understand the situation at the border where tensions have escalated after the constant ceasefire violations that we've been seeing on part of Pakistan. At the moment, as we speak, there is a high-level meeting going on between the foreign minister, the external affairs minister Sushma Swaraj, Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar and the secretaries of these departments. This meeting is going on to review the situation and the constant blame game that is now on, because remember, Vedika, ever since yesterday when we saw that ceasefire violation where one woman lost her life, a civilian lost her life in India, after that Pakistan immediately came up with the theory of the drone being shot down. They said that it was illegally surveying the LOC in POK and that they had shot it down because it breached the territorial integrity of Pakistan. India came out, in fact the army and the IF made it absolutely and amply clear that the drone did not belong to India. And ever since that time we have seen that the Indian High Commissioner was called in this morning by the Pakistan Foreign Office, where a protest was not just lodged about the issue of the drone, but also Pakistan laying the blame on India for what they allege unprovoked firing at the border. In fact, they went ahead and claimed that even one civilian lost his life in that firing, and later on they added casualties to it, adding 3 more people according to them who were dead in the firing. So this allegation and counter allegation continues even while the tension at the border escalates. That is why this high-level meeting has been called to review the entire situation.
Ma, we're still awaiting an official word from the government over the allegations leveled by Pakistan as well as the ceasefire violations that have taken place. But just take us through what your sources are telling you about the developments over the 2 allegations being made by Pakistan.
In fact, Vedika, only yesterday while I was speaking to some of my sources, they had expressed concern over the escalating tension on the border. In fact, even when the Prime Minister was supposed to meet his Pakistani counterpart Nawaz Sharif in Ufa, this was one of the main factors that was highlighted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He had said that apart from 26/11 and the slow progress on the investigations and bringing the perpetrators to book in Pakistan, which remained the main stumbling block between better ties between India and Pakistan, the other pointer that was highlighted by the Prime Minister was the constant ceasefire violations, and that Nawaz Sharif had given a certain commitment during that meeting. We saw immediate U-turns being taken in Pakistan. Clearly, the political assurances that came in Ufa haven't stood a test as far as the army and the ISI are concerned. Probably that is the reason that is now is a matter of concern for India, because there have been commitments made, but there have been immediate U-turns, and also the fact, Vedika, that the government will be cornered by the opposition in the monsoon session of Parliament. It already has a number of issues on its platter, from the Vyapam scam to the question of impropriety as far as the Lalit Modi issue is concerned regarding the External Affairs Minister and Vasundhara Raje, and now this. Ghulam Nabi Azad from the Congress has already made it clear that the Prime Minister needs to answer on what he got at Ufa. And those are some of the crucial questions that will be put to the government in Parliament in the monsoon session, which starts next week. And that is why the government is worried. We are seeing these flurry of meetings taking place today.
Maha, even Manjeet Negi, our correspondent, earlier in the afternoon had spoken with his sources and said that it seems that 80 to 100 Lashkar terrorists are attempting to cross over. So could this be a distraction, a way to deflect attention from that process? Are the sources within the Ministry of External Affairs worried?
Well, remember, Vedika, if you go back about a month and a half, there were reports that there are launching pads which are ready to launch some of the terrorists into India, the Lashkar terrorists, and perhaps many believe that that the Pakistan army gives a cover by firing to these infiltrators to get in. Yes, there is a concern over that issue as well. There was an infiltration bid, as you know, this morning as well, which was foiled by an alert army. But clearly, all these factors are making the situation very difficult for the government, considering that they had the Prime Minister had an icebreaker, as the administration has put it, meeting with Nawaz Sharif. So clearly questions are being put as to what kind of meeting was that, where apparently commitments were extracted, but nothing seems to have worked on the ground, with ceasefire violations only escalating. There have been 9 ceasefire violations in the month of July itself, and we have seen over the last 2 days the situation going from bad to worse.
Maha, could we expect an official response or a calibrated response being drawn up by these top ministers who are in that high-level meet as we speak?
Well, we'll have to wait for that meeting to end to see whether perhaps the Home Minister would want to come out and speak to the media. But as of now, the messages that they are trying to send out is that they are speaking to the other side to get the situation under control. We do know that a strong protest was lodged by India at 2 levels. One in Islamabad, where the Indian High Commissioner had called up the Pakistan Foreign Secretary twice yesterday to register a protest over the killing of the Indian civilian during the firing across the LOC. And a protest was also lodged here in India with the Pakistan High Commissioner here, Abdul Basit. So the situation at the diplomatic level is being the government is trying to contain the situation. After the high-level meeting, it remains unclear whether the government would like to come out with some formal response, because remember, even in the meeting this morning, when the Indian High Commissioner was called to the Pakistan Foreign Office to register their complaint over the drones issue, Pakistan had not given any concrete evidence that that drone belonged to India, and India had already rejected claims that that drone belonged to India. So maybe India would not want to come out and make a statement on the issue, considering that there is nothing concrete as far as allegations are concerned from Pakistan, and it is just being viewed as tit for tat.
All right, Maha Siddiqui there reporting from outside the North Block. She will bring us the inside details of that top-level meeting that is taking place. But for now, we're going to be slipping a short break. News and updates will continue on India Today in moments from now.